The French national final has just finished, and it's Bilal Hassani that is going through to Eurovision. This is just a reaction video. This isn't anything too major or too, creative, because, the thing has just finished, and whew, I'm still recovering, to be honest, because that was one hell of a last half hour, I've got to tell you. I made a few notes straight after the show, so I've got a couple of things to talk about. I'm sure you'll be interested. I'm sure that everyone agrees, that everyone was listening, that the sound mixing and the whole technical side was so much better. They took on the notes from the previous semi-finals and just made everyone sound better, which is what you want for an even playing ground. There were some surprisingly strong performances. Because of the technical issues in the previous semi-final, ASAT didn't sound as good in, semi-final 1. But in the final, God, she rocked it, and I love it, and I'm proud to say that that was my favourite song. I'm proud to say that that's the one that I've got on my Spotify playlist from the beginning. It's a shame that she came 7th, but I was expecting something like that. It's just how it works and what people actually favour, but she got a few points, and I'm happy about that. And also, the changes in the staging were very, very good, especially in Bilal's. Instead of making like a generic diva performance with backing dancers and him in the centre, it made it personal, and it made it emotional, and it made it genuine rather than just generic and you just thinking, oh, I can just say this to anyone. It's got a genuine heart to it now because of the background and the solo, the main focus on him and then him in the background, which is great, I think, as an improvement and as a change. Now, the voting, oh boy. Oh boy. Number one, the voting was way too long. The whole show was pretty much way too long, but you really can't do that when there was so much packed in. I mean, the cover songs could have been avoided to chop down like half the time, but I guess it's their unique selling point, so I guess they keep it in that way. Some of the voters just need to hurry up. This is why they cut it out of the main Eurovision. That's why they only give their 12 points, because it just over and done with straight away instead of going on and telling you how everyone was brilliant. And I'm so nervous, and I'm not just talking about the Spanish one, I promise. Halfway through about the jury thing, I've just definitely noticed that it's just not going to matter. It's kind of like the reverse Melodifestivalen. In Melodifestivalen, the jury votes matter way, way more than the actual televotes because the televotes are so split evenly across all the acts. In this case, the juries were all over the place. I've got to say, they were absolutely all over the place for the main part. I mean, obviously, they had their biases between Sylvain and Simon, but to be honest, when you looked at it, it didn't seem that there was one clear winner. So that means that the televote had much, much more of a say than the jury in this case. And I feel like that's all right. I don't think many people will be complaining about that because, it's a French national final. The French should, in the end, have the final say. And boy, did they. 150 points. 150 points straight to Bilal Hassani. I had no doubt that he was coming first, but I didn't think he was going to come first that much. It was absolutely incredible to watch. And it was just a sudden shock moment of it was a shock moment for him as well, for definitely. When you think about it, the 150 points, you didn't need the jury votes, mostly, because he got 150 points and just rose up. But then just the added 56 from the jury gave him, a strong ending, a strong first place with 200 points, making him the very clear winner, for sure. Wow, and that's all the notes that I had. I mean, you all have your own opinions about the show. You have all your different takes on it and all your different favourite moments and your favourites from the show. Everyone kind of went at it better. Any final notes from mine? I guess La Promesse was an improvement, but not enough to win, which is a shame because I do actually like the show and I do like the performance of it all. As I mentioned in my previous semi-final coverage, I'm just really happy that it all came together. Yeah, I think French was pretty strong. I'm going to have an actual official analysis and review video for Bilal's song once I've done all the others that have come before it in terms of the actual songs that are going to Eurovision. So don't worry, that'll be out soon. I've heard it so many times. There won't be a first reaction video. There's no chance. But I hope you're here to see it, and I hope you're here to see the next video that will come out. It's probably going to be Norway's and Iceland's national selection because I like the Scandinavian countries and I'm quite biased towards them, and I watch their national finals every single year, especially Iceland's, because oh boy, that's fun. So thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for listening. Hope you have a very nice evening or morning, depends on when I actually upload this, and I'll see you for the next one. See ya.